Although it's been 80 years since the end of World War II, a number of these aircraft that flew from those carrier decks are still airworthy today, a testimony to their durability and survivability. These vintage warbirds are operated by private individuals who, through personal interest, fly and maintain these aircraft and keep history of that of naval aviation alive. As our Super Hornet joins up with the World War II F4U Corsair, one of the most treasured naval fighters of days gone by, we present today's Tailhook Legacy Flash. Today, the World War II Chance Vaught F4U Corsair, Korean War hero flown by Jim Tobul. And on the wing, the FA-18 Super Hornet, the FA-106, the Gladiators, flown by Lieutenant Commander Mark Potter and Lieutenant Mason Littleton. As the formation approaches once again, be sure to get your cameras ready to capture this rare formation of vintage and modern military aircraft saluting 114 years of naval aviation. For their third pass in review. It will give you an outstanding view of the business end of these combat aircraft and their respective generations. During the North American Airshow circuit, different aircraft will participate in the Tailhook Legacy flight and flyovers at various events throughout the country. These vintage warbirds, sponsored by private individuals who on a volunteer basis participate in the program. And we hope you get a chance to visit with the aircrew at the conclusion of today's presentation and meet with our Legacy flight team. As the aircraft pass by, we remember the rich heritage of naval aviation, a heritage which continues to serve and drive the mission of your United States Navy today. Once again, from low to the right, the F4U Corsair and the FA-18 Super Hornet and the Tailhook Legacy flight.
Right here, guys, look!
Show center, perform an opposing pitch-out maneuver, prepare for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your cameras out of the infrared where Legacy flight formation approaches from high and far.
Get up and get their drinks, please.
innovation and the ever-continuing development of naval carrier aviation. And for those of you in the crowd who represent America's leadership of tomorrow, we hope you've been inspired by what you've seen here today and will consider joining the Naval Aviation Team. In just a moment, the F-14 Corsair will reposition to land, flown today by that of Jim Tobul, an aircraft that served prominently in the Pacific theater of operations of World War II. Designed by the Chance Block Company and many on license by Goodyear and the Brewster Aircraft Company, and made its first flight in May of 1940. It was delivered to the Navy in 1942, and it was indeed the Corsair that was assigned to Marine Fighter Squadron VMF 214, the Black Sheep Squadron, and was declared combat ready, deploying to the Guadalcanal in February of 1943. When the aircraft was introduced, it was the fastest aircraft in the world. In 1941, capable of speeds of over 470 miles an hour.
Well, they can remember this in 6,000 wings per second.
As our Corsair lands from our right, our aerobatic team taxis out another high-speed pass from the right. Here's your United States Super Hornet. Representation of the top guns of naval aviation here in Air Power over Hampton Roads 2025. The award-winning Titan aerobatic team taxiing out now in their North American AT-6 Texans. As they prepare for their routine, we still have lots more to come on this great day here at Joint Base Langley-Eustis. As the Super Hornet makes its approach from the right, those carrier landings I was telling you a little bit about earlier take a lot of concentration and a whole lot of skill. Often done so in high seas and brisk winds, and sometimes at night. Those tail hooks on board naval aircraft allow them to catch one of 4 wires strung across the flight deck, quickly decelerating them from about 120 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour.
A little bit. Every once in a while, yeah, if you misjudge it, that's why you come in a little bit high. Yeah, but the thing is, well,
and as Jaba and Scooter make their recovery and work their way back into their part of the deck, I hope that you will again join me in a big round of applause from Naval Air Station Oceana.
Every once in a while we get knocked
of the Super Hornets. We've got more afterburning action to come later on in our show. As coming up next, we're going to see the Titan aerobatic team, and following from right here at the home of Air Combat Command of the 1st Fighter Wing, your United States Air Force's F-22 Raptor Demonstration Team, flown by Captain Nick Letourneau, call sign Laz. He'll be fired up momentarily as our Air Boss Brent Bond, accompanied by Air Boss Kelly Hudson, works to reposition our aircraft around our show continues. We again want to say a very big thank you to many of our community partners who have helped make this day possible. We want to say thanks to Sinclair, proving help every day. They're a premier partner of Air Power over Hampton Road 2025. Thanks to the Langley and Space Force Association.